Assalamu alaikum. So in this session, what I want to be sharing about is my new series called The Keys to Love. And let me know if you can hear me or can't hear me. And okay, so The Keys to Love. What I want to share about this program that I've started, a monthly series that now we're about to start our third month, March, to support those who have felt like they're blocked from getting married, blocked from connecting to love. You know, they're meeting people, but it's not working out. What's going on? Oh, perfect. Thank you, Kautar. What's going on, right? And so what I'm doing for you in the Keys to Love is different than what you're going to find in any other place. I don't think there's any other place that's doing what I'm doing for you guys. And that's because there's so many places where you can find, what are the rights and privileges of marriage, or learn about your communication style, or, understand the 5 love languages and what's your love language and these types of a thing. And there's nothing wrong with those things. That's fine. You should learn them, know them. Great. But what I'm doing for you in the Keys to Love is something much deeper and much more powerful. What I'm doing for you is I am holding space for you to see and feel that you can connect to that amazing, deep, passionate, loving, trusting relationship that you want, that it is yours and you can achieve it. And I'm providing you the mindset shifts, the belief shifts, the spiritual shifts that you need to make so that you can connect to that love. Because the only reason that you haven't yet made that connection to the love is because you have some resistance to it. Either you are seeing the divorces around you, your friends or your parents or whatever, and you're like, these marriages are not working out. Or you're just worried you're going to lose your freedom, or someone's going to be too controlling, or it's just going to be really hard, or someone will never accept you. You have some, you have some health condition, or you feel like you're not pretty enough, or you feel like you don't have the right degree, or this and that. You feel like you're not enough in some way. So the only reason you haven't connected with an amazing relationship is because you feel like you don't deserve it. You feel like you're not worthy of it. So what we're doing in the Keys to Love is going underneath all of this to really show you and get you to that place where A, you see that you are worthy and deserving of that great relationship. B, understand what's blocking you and releasing those things. And C, giving you the practical tips and tools to act on those different spiritual shifts so that you can walk yourself into that loving relationship. So The Keys to Love is an incredible, amazing program. Like my sessions, you may be watching lectures on YouTube and following posts online and things like that, but my sessions are nothing like that. My sessions, and you can see the testimonials. I just have a post up right now on The Keys to Love, and you can go and read those testimonials. My sessions hold space for you to make the internal shifts. They guide you in real time to change the way that you think. Because if you change the way that you think about something, you're going to change how you feel about something. And if you change the way that you feel, right? Like what is depression? It is a feeling of being down and sad and like things aren't working out for me. And it's a feeling, right? And when you are in a state of depression, when you see a depressed person, right, their whole being has changed. So when you change the way that you feel, and now you feel hopeful and you feel inspired and you feel like things are possible and you feel full of faith, you're changing how you be, how you are. So my sessions change you. They change who you are to be into that higher, faithful version of yourself that knows that Allah is on your side and leading you towards your amazing relationship, and that you can absolutely have it, and that you have the power and the courage and the capacity to do and take whatever action is required for you to take so that you can achieve it. And that the parts that are, left to Allah, that to leave them and trust Allah, trust that Allah's got his part and you're going to be willing and responsible for your part. That's what we do in the Keys to Love. We move you from where you are to who you need to become. And it's powerful. It's transformational. There is nothing that I know of that is like it. It will support you so much. It's what I wish I had. But since I don't have it, I'm now giving it to you, and it will change your life. It will change your life in the way that you view life, that you view yourself, that you view Allah. If you are inspired and moved by my written posts here on Instagram or some of my other stories, then my sessions are powerful containers, vessels that guide you through changing how you think so that you'll change how you feel, so that you'll change who you are, so that you can now be the person who gets what it is that you're trying to get. All right. I don't know how much more emphatically I can say it, but if you are single and if you feel like, you've tried everything to get married and things are not working and you can't understand, you're like, I'm smart, I'm talented, I'm hardworking, I'm nice, I talk to the people, I'm on the apps, I'm doing the things. Why am I not getting married? Join Keys to Love. It is literally the best investment that you can make in your own personal development. It will support you in more than just getting in a relationship and getting married. You will be supported for all aspects of your life, because the changing who you are to your higher level of self, obviously a higher level you just has a higher level life. Everything's going to get better. Everything's going to get better. And Allah wants us to enjoy this life, to experience the good of this life, right? What is the dua? Rabbi atina fid dunya hasanata wa fi akhirati hasanata wa qina adhaban nar. What is the Keys to Love? Well, I'm saying this dua that Allah tells us to say in the Quran. He says, make this dua. Says, oh Allah, give me the best, the highest quality, the greatest of this world, of this life, and of the hereafter, and protect me from the fire. So Allah did not say, just ask for the mediocre of this life, or just don't ask for anything of this life, or just, be content to struggle in this life, and inshallah you'll get Jannah. That's not what Allah said. Allah said, ask me, make dua, make this dua for the best of this life. You can have a great life. You can enjoy life. You can have an epic relationship. You can go on amazing adventures. You can have a fulfilling career. You can have a great relationship with your parents, your family, your siblings. You can experience the good of this world, and it will take nothing away from your ability to experience the good of the hereafter. In fact, it will support you and enhance you, because feeling good helps you connect closer to God. It keeps you more in a state of faith. Yes, of course, suffering and hardship can bring us closer to Allah and remind us that we need Allah's support and help. But just because suffering has that capacity to do that does not mean that there is any virtue in suffering in and of itself. Just keeping ourselves, oh, poor me, this is never going to work out for me, things have not been written for me. Which, by the way, if you say things that have not been written for me and you haven't watched my husband and I's session on purpose and destiny, again, our sessions will change your life. Go watch that session. It will change your life. You can read the testimonials. It is life changing. Everything has been written for you is the short answer. But go watch that session so you can understand that. But if you have this attitude oh, it's not written for me, poor me, I can't get married, I can't have this, I can't have the job, coronavirus, the economy, this and that, it's all preventing me from getting what I want, being who I want to be, I have this idea and this thing I want to start and this project I want to do, but I can't do them. I'm blocked. Oh, poor me. I'm going to be suffering. There is no virtue in that. There is no virtue in that. There is no virtue in that. Allah sent us here as his representatives. He says we are his Khalifa on earth. We are God's representatives on earth. We represent God on earth. We are supposed to be powerful representatives of Allah, sharing whatever Allah has gifted us with the world, right? Like, this is my gift. The Allah has blessed me to be able to understand these concepts, to teach them in a way that you can quickly understand them, apply them, and shift your life. That is my gift, and it is my duty, my responsibility to share that with you, which is what I am doing now. And it does nothing for me if I'm like, oh, well, no one's going to listen to me. I'm just a girl sitting in her room in California. I'm living at my parents' house and I'm trying to, coronavirus, I haven't been able to buy my own place. No one's going to care what I have to say. And I'm just going to go, work in some office. And how does that help anyone? When I have this powerful gift that has literally changed lives already and could change your life and could change more lives, it doesn't help me to be in that attitude. What serves me, what honors Allah, is to honor what He's given me, have the courage, have the faith to get on camera, talk to strangers online and share that gift and hope that it will come through. And I don't even have to hope. I just know that this is my part. My part is to share it. Then it's on everyone who's listening. It's on their part to accept it, take it, learn from it, use it, implement it, sign up for the Keys to Love if they feel called to. And if they don't, just continue doing the work on their own. But the point is, is my program, someone asked, what's the Keys to Love? My program of monthly sessions called the Keys to Love is a container for you to realize that you are worthy and deserving of love, that you can have it, and guide you to get to that place within yourself that you believe that you can have the love. Because the main block from you having what you want in anything, in a relationship, in your career, in whatever, is that you don't believe. You don't believe. And literally, what is all of the Quran like? Oh, you who believe, believe. Allah is calling us to believe. Believing is the hardest part. I have a post on that. Believing is the hardest part because there will be no signs, no indication for you to believe, right? And you have to believe anyway. You are believing in the unseen, right? I don't see the guy coming. There's no good prospects. I keep getting ghosted on the apps. Nothing is working out. And you still have to believe. Believe that you are worthy. Believe that you are deserving. Believe that Allah has someone for you. Believe that they are coming. Believe that it is going to work out. Oh, you who believe, believe. Let the faith enter into your heart. And my sessions, the Keys to Love, guides you to change how you think, so that you can think about it in a different way, so that you can feel into it in a different way, so that you can believe and become someone who believes in themselves and believes in Allah. And, someone's asking this question, why do you think we struggle with trusting Allah? We struggle is because we want to see it before we believe it. And you have to believe it before you can see it. You have to believe that you can have the great relationship before it's going to show up. You have to believe that you can, get the job before you get the job. You first have to believe, right? It's not, we're all want to get into the job interview and they're like, oh my God, you're amazing. You're exactly who we wanted. Please come apply. We want you to work for us. We want them to affirm us and validate us before we've done anything. But that's not how it works. You have to be the one to look at the job description. You're like, I can do that job. I can do that. I would be an amazing candidate. I would make this company better. I have all these other ideas. I believe in myself. I'm going to go apply. I'm going to go make a portfolio. I'm going to go present myself. I'm going to do it. I believe that I can have it. Then you walk in there with confidence. You handle the interview. You handle the questions. You do the extra things, writing thank you notes and blah, 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 because you believe I've got this. I've got this. God wants me to have this. I'm good enough. And when you believe, then you will see it. Then you will get the job. Afterwards, you will get the job. Then you will see the result. The reason we don't trust Allah is because we want to see it first. And that's exactly the opposite of how faith works. It's like we're standing at the edge of a cliff and we claim with our tongues, right? And Allah mentions this. Don't just claim faith with your tongue, right? We claim with our tongues, oh Allah, I believe in you. I believe that you could catch me if I jump off this cliff. I totally believe. And Allah is like, great. Wonderful. That's perfect. You're supposed to believe and you believe. So jump. If you believe that I'll catch you, jump. And then we're all like, oh, wait, but I don't see, there's no net under and there's no bridge. What are you going to do? How are you going to catch me? I don't see how you can catch me. So yeah, I can't jump because, I can't trust that you're going to catch me, right? Why is it so hard? Why do we struggle to trust Allah? Because Allah is telling us to jump off of these different cliffs. And we're like, ooh, we don't see the thing. But that is the definition of faith. You've got to jump off the cliff and trust that Allah will catch you because he said he will catch you, because he loves you, because he created you, because he cares for you, because he wants you to be successful, because you are his representative, because he wants you to bring forth what you have in the world. And when you understand that it is your job to believe first and you make it your priority to get yourself into a state of belief, which if you haven't watched my webinar, Get Married This Year, which is the introduction to the Keys to Love, it explains everything about the keys to love and explains how I do this whole process and shows you why my sessions are so powerful and is just amazing. It's just amazing. Watch that session, Get Married This Year, and then you'll be able to understand, okay, I've got to jump. I've got to jump. And signing up for Keys to Love is a jump. Signing up for the webinar, Get Married This Year, is a jump. And all of those jumps, the more you practice jumping and Allah catches you, jumping and Allah catches you, jumping and Allah catches you, then it's easier and easier to trust. But you cannot trust if you've never practiced trusting. You've got to do it. Okay? So, I don't want this to be too long. If you have questions, I don't know if somebody has questions, let me know. But the main takeaway is you can have an amazing, epic relationship, career, life. You can. Allah wants that for you. It has been written for you. I know I've mentioned several things to watch here, but if you're new here, watch all of my stuff. Sign up for the Keys to Love. I have an even more in-depth program for those who want to go and really uproot all of this. I have free resources. I have podcast appearances. I have blog posts. I have my Instagram and Facebook posts that are written here. So there is no excuse. There is no excuse. Use the free content. Sign up for the paid content because in those places, I'm able to support you in a much deeper, fuller way that will get you there, will get you where you want to go. And the choice is yours. The choice is yours to make that leap of faith and trust that voice inside of you. And you know what? I like what she's saying and how she's saying it, and I'm understanding it, and things are clicking for me, and it's making sense, and I'm feeling connected to this. Trust that. That's Allah. And if you don't feel connected, trust that too. Go find whatever you feel connected to. Allah just wants you to connect to him, and he uses different, if you're connecting to a book, a movie, another person, a podcast, a lecture, find what keeps you in a state of inspiration and belief, and cling on to it, connect with it, stay with it, and use it to support you to deepen your faith. All right? Okay. Assalamu alaikum. May peace and blessings be upon all of you. Jummah Mubarak. Inshallah, whatever of benefit came through is truly from Allah. I am just a vessel for Allah to send the message that he wants you to hear right now, hearing this, and know that if you heard something that spoke to you, that is Allah providing you with that message, right? It is me channeling it through for you. And may you know that you are loved and supported and that your dreams are possible. And I would be honored to be part of your journey or hear your transformation. Let me know. You can message me. You can leave a comment. I'm always excited to hear about how you are moving in faith. Assalamu alaikum.